Hi guys, and welcome back to a new video with me, the Omega Enthusiast. On this episode, it will be a review on Omega Case Model 166.132, which is the Seamaster Cosmic 2000 model. But before we get started, let us find a matching strap to fit on this watch. Went through my pile of strap, and these are the four that I have selected. This blue strap would match the dial the best, but in a way, it is taking the attention away from the dial. This next strap, which I like it very much, however, it is a bit too soft, in my opinion, for such a watch, and since I am going to sell this watch, I do not think that a lot of people will like the many holes on this strap. The remaining two straps would probably be most suitable matches for this watch. From here, it comes down to personal preferences. The moment you put on this dark brown or light brown strap, it automatically allows the dial of the watch to pop out. At the end, I will stick to this light brown strap as I like the stitching on it. Let me know in the comment section below if you agree with the strap choice I have selected. And before I continue, thank you to all my Patreon supporter and my latest Buy Me a Coffee supporter as well. Thank you so much, guys. There are a few case model and variation for the Seamaster Cosmic 2000. The one that I will discuss in this video is under case model 166.132, which existed between 1972 and 1973. The case material can come in solid stainless steel or in gold plated. In this video, I will discuss the pros and cons of owning a vintage Seamaster Cosmic 2000. Regardless of which model you own, it will be just as complicated to service the watch. Seamaster Cosmic 2000 is considered as a jumbo-size watch. It has a case diameter of 39mm, excluding the crown, by 44.5mm from lug tip to lug tip. Since this watch takes a mineral glass crystal, the overall thickness of the watch is 10.5mm. The correct crown measurement is 4.5mm wide by 3mm thick. The case lug width measures 20mm. There are a few dial color tone for the Cosmic 2000, and I would say this blue variation to be most common and probably most attractive as well. Color dial such as blue, red, and green are common for the spiderweb aging result over the years. In a way, it appears like the frozen lake surface with cracks, which is quite common on vintage watches from the late 60s and early 70s. There are a lot of Rolex dial which age this way as well. Now let me explain the pros and cons about the Cosmic 2000. Here we go. So there are a lot of people who wants to own a Seamaster Cosmic 2000 as their first watch, but they never consider doing some research about this model beforehand. This is probably one of the most complicated Omega watch to disassemble, and many watchmakers will not know how to take it apart either. The case consists of 9 different parts. I do not bother to show you guys how to take everything apart, but if you want to attempt it yourself, feel free to email me for instruction. I highly recommend that you let an expert do it for you. The 9 different parts consist of the crystal ring, movement holder, case back gasket, bezel, body of the case, mineral crystal, crystal gasket, case back, and bezel gasket. Let me assemble all 9 case parts together to show you how it looks. The pros of owning a vintage Cosmic 2000 is that this watch is very well sealed to protect from moisture getting inside. The other benefit of owning a Cosmic 2000 is that you can install a sapphire crystal on this case model. To install the crystal, you will need to make sure the movement and movement holder are inside the case first. Then you fit the crystal gasket into the bezel first, and then apply a little bit of lubrication around the inside of the crystal gasket before you slide the crystal ring. Make sure the dial and crystal are clean from dust particle and fingerprints before you install the crystal on. You will need to use a crystal press to press the crystal down. To install the bezel onto the case, you will need to make sure to fit the rubber O-ring gasket onto the bezel first, which is that black gasket. The purpose of this gasket is to hold and secure the bezel to the case. You can press the case and bezel together with your fingers. I normally would leave the case back open since I will still need to regulate the watch at the end. The case back takes a special gasket similar to the crystal gasket, which is that orange gasket. Without this gasket, the case back will be too small to fit onto the case. The case back gasket and the crystal gasket are both obsolete. So make sure when you buy a Cosmic 2000 that both gaskets are in good shape, which is why I do not recommend you to assemble this watch yourself in case you damage it. If you damage one of the following gasket, you will have a hard time finding a replacement gasket. The automatic movement that this model takes is an Omega caliber 1012. The 1000 series caliber has a bad reputation mainly for its calendar issue. But to be honest, if the service is done correctly with proper lubrication, this is a very powerful and good movement. It has a very high beats per hour balance, which means the second hand will sweep smoother and accuracy will last longer during each full wind. To install the case back, it is best to apply a small portion of lubrication around the gasket. It will help with moisture protection and easier to fit into the case. You can begin by pressing it down with your fingers before using a crystal press. Cosmic 2000 takes a special type of stem known as the split stem. The male portion of the stem is attached to the movement and the female portion of the stem is attached to the crown. You can learn more about male and female stem from the video link above. Make sure the crown gasket is fresh or else moisture can still enter the watch through the case tube. Caliber 1012 has quick set date feature. To use the quick set, you will need to pull the crown out one position, and to set the time, you will need to pull the crown out to the second position. Make sure to avoid using the quick set feature between 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. This is to protect the quick set corrector from interfering with the regular driving wheel. Caliber 1012 also has hack set feature, meaning the second hand will pause when you pull out the crown to set the time. That's the end of this video. I hope you guys have learned a ton as always from watching my video. Each video takes me a long time to create, so your support is highly appreciated. If you have any question regarding this video, let me know in the comment section below. Please support the channel on my Patreon account and make sure to hit on that thumbs up button below and do not forget to subscribe. Follow me on Instagram along with my 90,000 plus follower. Thank you for watching and I'll see you guys in the next video.